morning, YouTubers. This video might not be for everybody, but we're doing a European mount today. Insert photo here. If you don't like dead animals and skinning of dead animals and such, you might want to pass on this video. I'm going to leave a lot of that stuff out anyway. I've already skinned the heads. I'm doing a bison European mount. I just thought I'd try it out. Let's see, I've got two to do. Anyways, I've already skinned them. And what we're doing now is we're going to boil them down. We're going to get rid of all that flesh off the bones and stuff. And then I'm going to do them in a 50-50 peroxide, 50-50 water and 50% peroxide. So that'll just get the rest of the little bits of flesh off, and then it'll also whiten the skull really good. This is my first time doing this, so I thought I'd try it out. But yeah, we're on our way. This is going to be an all-day affair. So basically got to boil it down for a few hours, probably 3, and then I'll take them out and I'll start picking at them, getting the flesh out of them, get the jaw off. I've got to probably drill out a bigger hole in the back of its skull to get the brains all out. Again, if you don't like this, please scroll on by. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. So right now we're just getting the water up to boiling temperature. It's so fast. Like, I just put water in there 10 minutes ago and it's already lukewarm. So it doesn't take long. But we'll get that done, and we'll get the one head in there soaking. And yeah, we'll go from there. Well, we're well on our way now. Number 48's in there cooking, taking a bath. No tag over here, he's waiting his turn. Anyone care to explain how this happens? I'm outside, I hear a crash, stereo's hanging, no idea. It sits on that shelf. How does it fall off? Well, the water got hot really quick, but it's taken a long time to boil. Shouldn't say a long time, it's only been an hour. But yeah, I was surprised because it got so warm really fast. But yeah, it's still coming along. I am slightly worried that this barrel's not going to make it all the way to the end, but I guess we'll find out. There's my tools of choice. A little assortment of everything, I guess. Whatever works. Oh, she's rolling now. The dogs are like, what the hell is that? Things are starting to loosen up pretty good here. It's been about, not really sure, somewhere around an hour and a half at full boil. It's been in there more like 2.5. But yeah, there's a bit of cheek flesh. That just kind of came off fairly easy. It still needs to boil a little bit before I take it out and start picking at it, but yeah, it's coming along good. I wasn't expecting some of the exterior flesh off the face to come off like on its own. Yeah, I didn't have to scrape it or anything. So once it boils a little bit longer, I'll take it out and I'll show you guys. But a lot of the face flesh just boiled right off. I did skin it pretty tight anyway, but the hard part is going to be getting at some of the stuff in the back of the skull and obviously the brains and stuff like that, but it is coming along. The other hard part is getting the horns to come off. So the horns have to come off. I'm hoping they come off relatively easily. I've heard kind of two different stories. Some say it doesn't come off very easily. You have to take a soft blow hammer to them. And then my neighbor who's done this lots, he said just boil it and they'll come right off. He said once you boil it enough, they'll pop right off. So we'll see. Well, I took it out. Took it out a little earlier than I was going to, but I wanted to get some of the bigger stuff off. And a lot of it came off really easy. There's a couple bones, the nose, it's really loose. So I think it's going to end up falling off. No big deal. We'll be able to epoxy that back on after it's all done. But yeah, the jaw ripped right off, no problem. That a lot of the nasal cavity, it came out really easily. Yeah, it's going really good. And that's what it looks like right now. And we're gonna put it back in here probably for another hour or so, and we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping after about an hour and a half, those horns will come off. I actually kind of wiggled them a bit. They seem a little bit loose, so hopefully that's a good sign. I gotta cut them up so they fit underneath. Kind of got it set how much to put in so that it boils, but it's not over boiling. Just like so. A lot of this is just a waiting game. Sit here, split wood, stoke the fire. Not a bad way to go. A beer would be nice right now. But coming along pretty good. I wish that sun right there somewhere would come up from behind the trees. It snuck out for a bit, but it's a little chilly in the shade. But yeah, it's coming along pretty good. Pulled it out a little bit more and got a little bit more flesh off it, but it really needs to boil down really good. So I'm really hoping those horns come off real nice, and I don't have to beat them with a dead blow, but we'll see. I'm hoping the skull doesn't deteriorate too much. By that I mean like fragments falling off and teeth falling out. You can put them all back in. It's easy, but one video online, he didn't have to do any of that. So we'll see. Trial by error. So there it is. Finally came out. Had to take the jacket off. I pulled the skull out about 10 minutes ago, and I got a lot more off it, but those horns are not ready to go at all. But it's looking pretty good. Just keep stoking the fire. Oh, it'll come. The hard part is next, I think. Most of the flesh is off, but the brains are still in there, so I got to try to get inside and get all that out. You have to get all the flesh and everything off this thing completely, or it'll stink. The other thing too is sometimes you leave a little cartilage or a little bit of flesh sometimes. If you do that, apparently over the course of a couple years, the skull will actually start to turn yellow in those areas. So absolutely have to get everything off this thing and then do the peroxide bath. So we'll just keep at her, guys. This is the 4th time we've pulled out. There's lots of stuff left in there, but that's how it looks. This guy here, he's got a crack all the way down here, and he was cracked down here and right across here and right across here, and he's also cracked here and cracked here. I don't know how normal that is, but it seems to me he was doing some scrapping. These are the other pieces I was telling you about. They'll go back on, but they came off because it was cracked. But yeah, we're gonna get at it. We gotta try to get these horns off. So that's my next step. All right, there we go. There's one. I just had to tap it a little bit and came right off. Yeah, looks pretty good. I had to put it in the pot kind of on an angle to really get it soaking, so that was probably my issue. But yeah, I think my neighbor was right. I just put it in there for half an hour, 45 minutes more, and it popped right off. So I'm gonna go at it here now, and I'm gonna end up cutting this off about right there. Same on the other side, and then I'll remount these after with epoxy. So yeah, it's coming along good. I'm pretty impressed so far. Well, there's the brain. Yeah, well, it's not exactly what I expected it to look like. I think I was picturing Ninja Turtles. That Ninja Turtles character, remember? I think he's called the Brain. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. They kind of floated around in a bubble there. Pink. Anyway, that's what it looks like. Came out really easy, actually. There's a bunch of other stuff in there. I don't know, kind of like a paste. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it is all coming out fairly easy. Kind of like my neighbor had said. I could probably leave it boil a little longer before, pulling that stuff, but it is coming out pretty good, and I think the more I pull at it, kind of maybe the quicker some of the other stuff comes off, but maybe I'm wrong. Either way, it's coming along. This skull is cracked. Like, this guy took a beating. I don't know what he did, but must have got into a scrap or something. When I do the next one, it's hard to tell right now, but he looks to be about maybe 6 months younger to a year. But he doesn't look as beat up. But the other one didn't really look beat up until I started boiling it either. So we'll see. This one's definitely cracked up. Got a couple teeth coming out, but I wiggled some and they're kind of stuck in there. They're loose, but they're stuck in there. So I'm leaving those ones, but I pulled 2 out on the back on both sides. They came out really easy. So actually one fell out, and I'm not sure if I have it or not. I found a little piece on the table, so that might have been it, but I'm not 100% sure yet. So either way, it's in the bottom of that pot if not, so I'll be able to find it. But it's coming along good. I should mention too, I had to drill out this guy's skull. Right where the spinal cord would go in. And so I drilled out a hole in there, and that just made the brain and stuff really easy to get out. So if anybody else is doing this, that's definitely an important step. I kind of drilled it out a bit and then had to break the sides off and then drilled it one more time, I think. And basically that got me right through. Yeah, so the second horn came off. Yeah, so we're gonna slice it here. We're gonna take these right off, and then we'll glue those horns back on after. If you look back here, you can see that's the hole I bored into its skull. There's not a lot left on this, so we're getting down to the end here. But I don't know if you can tell, look at all these cracks. This guy was beat to hell. Cracked both eyes. These pieces came out. I have to put them back in. These pieces here. Yeah, the two teeth, front teeth, they both came out. These ones are loose, but they're staying in there. So yeah, we're getting down to the end here. But we're just gonna cut these horns off here first. And that's that. And afterwards, these get put back on. Apparently there's only one way they'll go, so I guess I have to figure that out. That feels pretty good right there, actually, but
maybe that's not the right one.
It might not be, but it felt pretty good. Maybe that feels pretty good. Maybe I was wrong. Yeah, just like that. So that's how it'll be. It'll probably go in for one more quick boil to get any loose stuff off, and then afterwards I'll take it to a pressure washer and finish it up. There's a little bit of shit left. Okay. Get that one side really clean. But I'm gonna put this back in for about 45 minutes. And everything there should come out pretty clean after that. Then I'll drill my hole. I won't bother showing you up close, but I'll drill my hole and I'll get the brain out. Yeah. Just making sure she's totally submerged. Or he. It's not much different than doing down a ham bone or a chicken to make soup out of. I'm not gonna make soup. No, that's not in the plans. But here are the cracks I was telling you about. I don't know. Maybe it's just a normal bison thing. I'm not sure. But these on the other one are really loose. Oh yeah, these are going to come off too. So we'll have to pop those off. And pretty sure the horns will come off pretty easy this time. But yeah. See, I got that side out really easy. This side's being a little bit stubborn, but should come out really good this time. Not sure if I'm supposed to keep this on or not, but it's like paper thin, so it's off. Pretty sure I took it off on the other side too, on the other one. It's kind of more interesting than it is gross. Just to see how everything connects. A lot of it I don't have any clue what it is, so it doesn't help me or you, but it's still interesting. Well, one more boil, that'll get the majority of everything out of it, and then maybe one more quick soak just to get the little bits off it. That should pretty much do it, and then we'll wait for the peroxide to come in, and we'll do it one more time just to bleach it. So yeah, not much left, just time. So about 45 minutes, and we'll pull that sucker out of there one more time, and we'll go from there. Not much left on it. There's a few little tricky spots that I want to make sure that I get everything out of there. I am going to take it to the pressure washer, and I'm going to spray it down real good, and then that should really take care of everything. And then this stuff will be sitting for 2 weeks before the peroxide comes in, and then I can do it one more boil with him, and I don't know how long that takes, but I'm hoping not too long. I guess until they're white. But yeah, we're getting there. It's been an all-day affair. Started this at about 8 o'clock, just getting everything ready, but I guess the fire was on at 9 o'clock, just after. Oh yeah, it was 9:15. Yep. And then so now it's almost 6 o'clock. So it's been whatever that is, 9 hours. And we're getting the second one done, so probably be here till, I'm gonna guess 7:30. But they told me it was gonna be an all-day affair. Here I am. It's a good time though, sitting by the fire, kind of relaxing. And we got to clean up, but whatever. And I got to get it done tonight too, so it doesn't freeze. Anyways, continuing. Slippery.
Looks like an alien.
I'm going. Stop, I'm going. Stop, I'm going.
All right. Okay. Oh no. This one broke. No. It's gonna be in there somewhere. Might be able to get it and glue it back on after, I guess. Hard to say.
Or he'll just be unique.
Unique. Yeah, unique, all right. They're very fragile, that's for sure. Okay. This is what we gotta get at now. See some of this stuff. Needs to come off. This stuff needs to come off. I'm surprised it's still hard. Hard to get some of this stuff. This is where the pressure washer comes in handy. Anyway. Let's try this out. Ooh. This is how I did this last time. It worked pretty good, but maybe it's not gonna this time. through. This is how I did last time. Oh, yeah. This one's being a lot more stubborn. Oops.
This is where we got to.
Yummy.
Ew.
That is the brains. Right there, that yummy stuff. So, oh, this one's a lot more difficult than the other one. Here it comes. Here's your brain.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty gross, yeah. Yeah.
Alright, goes back into boil.
Pretty much. There's stuff in here.
Oh, boy.
Yummy.
Ooh, fried brain. Boiled. Boiled, actually, not fried.
Yeah. There's holes right there. If you see, they go from the eyes right into there. And when I pulled those out,
Can't get my hand in there very well, but pretty much pulls everything out with it. A little bit of something there, but yeah, I think that's just right on the side of the skull. Gotta make sure I get all this crap out of there. Some more stuff right there. Yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I don't know when we mounted, we just cut this stuff off. I'm not sure yet. I know nodding. You do not know me. This stuff is being a pain on this one. There's all cartilage and stuff in there. This is necessary. I don't think that's a through hole or anything, so I think it's just kind of attached to the bone right there. This little piece. It's hard because I can't hold on to the screwdriver, it just spins in my hand, right? Or the scraper, I should say. But... Right, camera girl? Remember that guy we used to watch? He was fixing that dirt bike or something. He fixed dirt bikes. He used to call his wife camera girl.
No.
You remember her?
No.
Little tiny chick.
I'm gonna have to stop filming soon because it's getting too dark.
Yeah, it's true.
It's starting to get grainy. I can see it.
Oh, I guess it's got to go back in.
Yeah, maybe some of it will loosen up after it goes back in.
Yeah, that's good. Scraped off too.
Hey, get out of here.
Like to find that nose piece. Oh,
Your hook.
my hook. My hook. There's the best. This right around here, I guess, again. Well, unfortunately, the whole front of the face broke off or fell off. I'm not sure what. I don't know. Anyways, it's in the bottom of the tank somewhere, so I'm hoping I can get it to fish it out maybe tomorrow. This one here is in half decent shape though. This one turned out pretty good. I was talking to a friend, I guess all these cracks are normal. This one's cracked right here, right here. I guess it's all normal. I didn't know that. But yeah, these are really loose on this one, but not broken. I don't know if they came unattached from here or what, but I'm not really sure, but hopefully I can glue them back together. I'm going to be taking this to the pressure washer to get it sprayed down because there's a little bit of stuff in there. Not a lot, but I guess I'll have to be careful, but that's the plan. But yeah, it turned out all right. I might be able to fix that, find a piece. glued on. I don't know. That was the purpose of getting two of them anyways, in case I screwed one up. So there you go. I screwed one up. Now I can't screw this one up. Anyway, that's this stage anyhow. She's done. Actually, those pieces slid right back in there nicely, actually. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. I just thought I'd check that out before I left, and yeah, they slid right in. So that's pretty neat.
So here is the finished product. We didn't get any videos of the peroxide. It really wasn't very exciting. It was just the skull in the peroxide. When it wasn't for super long. So this is it, all back together again. All completed. This is the guy with the smaller horns. The one with the bigger horns was the one that more of the pieces broke off. So that one is glued together like just sort of randomly, and it's just outside. But this one we're gonna have here in our rec room. So she looks pretty cool.